Happy 2026. Hi, y'all. Hey, hey, hey. How was everyone's holidays, New Year? How is everyone? How are you holding up with these transits? We have a lot in Capricorn right now. We just had Chiron go direct today, which is a pretty big deal. I'll probably be doing a YouTube video going more into Chiron leaving retrograde, what it means, and then more on the square that Chiron has been making to Jupiter since the end of October. So if you feel like there's something you've been really heavily dealing with or healing, or that's been resurfacing, like an old identity, an old version of yourself since the end of October, it's because of that transit. And it's going to be going until, I believe, the middle or end of February. Once again, I'll talk about it. I'll do a whole YouTube video dedicated to this transit because, like I said, it is a pretty big deal. The last time we had it was in 2019, but it was with Chiron and Aries and Jupiter and Capricorn. And right now it's happening between Chiron and Aries and Jupiter and Cancer. And Chiron is about to leave Aries in 2026. That's another big transit of 2026. Chiron's going to move into Taurus in the summer. I talked about this more in the 2026 like overview and predictions that I put on my YouTube a few weeks ago. If you haven't checked out that YouTube video, go check it out. I talk more about the transits of 2026, the major themes, and give predictions based on your rising sign. I don't use a lot of astrology jargon in that video though. I'm trying to stay away from that on my YouTube and save it for my membership for those of you that are like dedicated to learning the astrology jargon. And then in my membership, I'll be doing a more like astrology jargon. These are the transits of 2026 and the big things that are going to be going on. Yes, happy full moon in Cancer. It is tomorrow. The moon moved into Cancer, I believe early in the morning. Yeah, it must have been like 8 hours ago. I don't have my Magic of Eye. I usually have like a digital calendar for all the transits, like synced to my phone. And I forgot to purchase it like before the new year, so I don't have that yet. So I can't like check for the exact times that transits happen right now, like very easily. I have to look it up or I have to look at my ephemeris. That's usually how I like pinpoint the exact moment that transits happen, is by using that digital calendar that I'm an affiliate with Magic of Eye. If you haven't seen me talk about them, they make journals and they also have a digital calendar that I love and swear by for like fast ways to find the transits, which I could find the transits in here actually, because they're all listed out. So we're in January now. It like hasn't sunk in. I felt so spacey with this Mercury Neptune square, but here is what it looks like when we're on the page for January's transit, and it gives for January's transits, and it gives times for when all of them happen. So we had Chiron go direct early this morning. Yeah, Mercury square Neptune was on New Year's Day. And then, man, there's a lot going on in January. Like, there's a lot going on, especially like the 19th. Look at all that's on the 19th. Wait, can y'all see that? There's like literally 19, so much happening on January 19th. Will Leo risings catch a break this year? I don't know. Depends on your chart. You can go and find your 2026 prediction from my YouTube for an overview of Leo risings for the year ahead, but it really depends on your chart. It also depends on your temperament. It depends on how you view life and what you're consciously creating. We're not all beholden to astrology. Astrology can help us understand things. It can help us make sense of things and predict like general themes and things like that, and see what could be waiting ahead for us or what's going on right now. It really helps us to understand like what we're experiencing in the moment is how I use it, and like why was my October so rough? Like I can see that in astrology, right? But it also depends on your perspective of life, like your temperament, and you know what you're willing to change in order to grow. Like you're not, you know, astrology isn't the end all be all of you in your life. A lot of it comes down to your free will, what you choose to believe, and what energy you're sitting in. Because your energy, your inner energy creates your outer reality. Wait, I saw something that, can we calculate synastry between more than 2 charts? You could. I mean, I don't know what the point of that would be, but yeah, you could do it. Pisces rising, Virgo sun, and Gemini moon. Ooh. What degrees, oh my god, what degrees of all are your things? Because we have a lot going on in mutable signs right now. We have Neptune and Saturn still in Pisces, so if you have anything late degrees mutable signs, like those are being really heavily aspected by Neptune and Saturn. We just had a Mercury Neptune square that was pretty rough between Mercury and Sag, and Neptune and Pisces, but Mercury's in Capricorn now, so that has eased up a little bit, although the square is still happening. It's just out of sign. And then none of us alive today are going to see Neptune and Pisces again after it moves into Aries on the 26th of January. So pretty big deal, everything that's going on with Neptune and Pisces right now. So if you have anything in Pisces, Gemini, Virgo, Sagittarius at late degrees, like I would say 22 degrees to 29 degrees, then those are really being heavily aspected by this transit, which we've already had this transit. It happened again, or it happened before. It's happening again. It happened before, back in June or July, right before Neptune and Saturn went into Aries. Actually, that must have been like May, because I think Neptune went into, oh my god, that was almost a year ago. Like, what was happening for you in the area of life? You have Pisces back in March or April of 2025, because that is kind of what we're revisiting right now with Neptune and Saturn back in Pisces, before they move into Aries again. God, I can't believe that was March when Neptune moved into Aries. And then I think Saturn moved into Aries in like May. I don't know how to tell the degrees. I'll have to look into that. Yeah, it should, any astrology website you look up your chart on, it should give you like numbers next to the placements. Those are degrees. I explained that in my astrology ebook. Or if you are in my membership and you join the Inner Circle membership, you get like access to a basic astrology course, and it teaches you all of that. It teaches you the basics of how to read and understand your astrology chart, and how to learn to apply the transits to it. So if you join my membership, you'll get access to those courses to learn where to look and see all this in your chart and start to understand how to really use your chart, because that's like the most empowering thing you could do. Astrology is a tool, and when you know how to use it and you know how to read it, like your whole world is unlocked. Like your world is in your hands, because you're not anymore beholden to people who are speaking some bullshit about this is the luckiest sign of the year. There is no luckiest sign. In any given time, there's no luckiest sign. I promise you, there's a lot more to it. And my mission is to teach you how to understand your chart and read it, make it really simple and easy for you, so that you don't get fooled and disappointed by these people saying this bullshit. Sag sun and moon, Cap rising. Oh, I love it. I'm a Sag moon too. Great color on you. Thank you. I'm not over like the Christmas colors. I love green and red. Are you into numerology as well? Yeah, I have a class on numerology in my membership. There's a whole course on the basics of astrology in there. There's also a course in there on the basics of human design. There's tons of other classes on human design, like human design transits, the Saturn return chart in human design, the sleep chart. I mean, there's so many classes in my membership. It's actually insane. And then I have one on numerology, and how to tie in numerology and astrology to make predictions for your month ahead, your year, stuff like that. So yeah, I use it. I dabble in it. And it's something I've taught in my membership. This water tastes weird. I hope there's like not something in it. Gemini sun, 23 degrees, Virgo rising. Oh, wow. Neptune and Saturn are squaring your shit. Cap moon, 9 degrees. Already feels like time is speeding up. Yeah, I felt that for sure. I mean, we're not yet in the year of the fire horse. It doesn't start until February 17th, but I mean, we're in a 1 year. because 2026 is a 1. So we're in a 1 year now, so things are going to kind of start to already feel like fast movement, forward momentum, things like that. Also, to get the degree symbol on your phone, I think you just, maybe this is just on iPhone, but you can hold down the 0, I believe it is. I don't know that I can like comment anything. I can't access my keyboard right now, I don't think, to test it out, but I'm pretty sure if you hold down the 0, it'll like pop up a degree symbol. Love your content. Thank you. I love creating it, so I'm grateful for you. Yay. Okay, that it is the 0. Yay. Yes, degrees. Yeah, these little phone hacks. My unconscious moon is in Virgo, so I feel like I have the brain of a computer. I just like, I don't know, I've just always known how, maybe also it's being a like millennial on the cusp of Gen Z. I grew up around computers and things. Gemini sun, Aries moon, Virgo rising. Oh, 29-degree Virgo rising. You have Neptune on your descendant. Wow. Advice for 2026. You can go watch the Virgo rising horoscope I did on my YouTube for 2026, or you can book a reading right now. Actually, let me make sure they're actually in my link in bio so y'all can book. I like totally forgot I said I was gonna do that. What's in store for Scorpio rising? Go watch the 2026 YouTube update for your rising sign. It's pretty in depth, as much as it could be, because it's a generalization. I don't like know off the top of my head, but I made that whole video for y'all to give you predictions and horoscopes for your 2026 based on your rising sign. Love there's Virgos and Gemini here, yeah. I have a lot of that energy in my chart, so. And then my Mercury is at the Virgo degree. I think that's the only, yeah, that's the only thing I have at a Virgo degree, I think. Yeah, because everything else is Sagittarius degree. I have a lot of Sagittarius degrees, so I have a lot of mutable energy in my chart anyways. Oh, nice. I didn't know you did YouTube readings. Yes. Yeah, I post to YouTube at least 2 times a week. And I do a weekly horoscope on Sundays. I post a new horoscope for the week ahead of the transits of the week ahead. And I go through like predictions for each rising sign every single week for the transits of the week ahead. So like for this week, we focused on the full moon. And the Mercury Neptune square that we just had, and like, yeah, the energy for New Year's Eve and then New Year's. So I did one for 2026 the whole year ahead, and then I do a horoscope every single week. Do you have a tarot class? Yes, I have a tarot class in my membership on the Astrology of Tarot. Are you into Chinese astrology? I mean, a little bit. I dabble in it. I don't know too much about it. Been following the weekly for about 3 months now, and it's been so accurate. Yay! That makes me so happy, because sometimes I'm like, sometimes they're so specific. I'm like, is this like gonna resonate with people? Because this is like really specific. Is it true that the actual new year for everyone is when their rising sign time interval starts? I have never heard about that. But that would be like when the sun season is for your rising sign. So I don't know. Yeah, I don't know about that. I classify like the new year is the Lunar New Year. That is when we enter into a new Chinese zodiac. That is when like we're really coming out of the old energy from the year behind. And then I really truly believe like that's kind of a transition into the new year. And then the like real true, okay, here we are in a new energy is with the solar new year, with Aries season. That's like what I feel. That's my belief, because you know, who the hell feels like doing anything new and starting like new energy and new projects in Capricorn season, like in the middle of winter? not really a time for it. So I feel like the energy starts to shift around the lunar new year, and then we really step into the new around the solar new year. Um, and it's really serendipitous, I guess you could say, too, with this lunar new year we have, because the new moon eclipse happens on the same day as the lunar new year this year, so it's an eclipse, which is a really just intense time of a new beginning and change. Haven't watched your YouTube yet, mostly TikTok, but do you do one for the culture or as a whole society? I don't know what you mean by that. Like an overview? I mean, that's kind of what my 2026 video was about in the beginning, like the intro, the overall like prediction was very much like this is what's going to change and this is the overall energy for the collective. Cuz you know, we can't get any more specific than that really when we're doing a general take on astrology. How do you feel about the new year starting now? Yeah, I feel like I was just talking about that. I don't believe it. Like and I posted this on my Instagram stories yesterday. We're in a new calendar year. We're in a new like Gregorian calendar year, but um I'm not. Oh shit. I didn't mean to do that.
How are you?
Can you end live streaming with me? I didn't mean to add you on here.
مرحبا.
I didn't mean to do
مرحبا.
that. Can you hop off? Can you get off of my live?
No, no English, no English.
Okay, we're back. I don't know. I need to look that up how to like kick someone off. I didn't mean to accept that. That's so funny. We're gonna ask ChatGPT right now how to kick someone off. That was so funny, I know. If only I spoke Hindi. I know a little bit. Um I don't understand why people like request to go live if they don't speak the same language. Like what? Little humor to start your new year. I'm gonna ask ChatGPT right now how to kick off a co-host on TikTok Live. I feel like that guy was real, but it's just so random. Like, why would you request to go live with somebody who you don't even speak their language? Like, that makes no sense. Anyways. Do you think women are gonna have more liberation? What more liberation do you want? What do you mean by that? Specify. We're more free than we've ever been, and I don't think it's necessarily the greatest thing. I mean, we chose it. It is what it is. But it's exhausting being independent and single. That's my take. That's my take. Sorry, wrong words. More awareness in our health and stuff. Yeah, I mean, that's already starting. I wouldn't know where to look in the astrology for that, honestly. That's not my view of astrology. That's not like what I use astrology for. So maybe there's somebody out there that specializes in that with astrology, which I think is going to be more of a thing as well. Like people having specializations of what they do and what they use astrology for. Mine is more focused on life purpose, career, like stuff like that. Transformation. I don't really look at astrology like through that lens, and I'm not sure how to do that. So I mean, it's already starting in general. I mean, just using my intuition to pick up on that and tune into that energy, like it's already starting. And you can tune into the energy of it as well. Like how does that feel? Like us like a focus on women's health in the collective, how does it feel? It feels like more people are speaking out about it, and that's creating more of a mainstream movement around it, which is going to create more of a scientific movement or whatever. Like, it feels like it's already happening. Yeah. I just can't get over how funny that was. Request to go live with me. Say hi, how are you? And then, can you get off my live? I don't speak English. What? Oh, was able to find the degrees using the link on your website. Yay! Oh yeah, my chart calculator. Yeah, if you download the PDF, it will tell you all the degrees. And then you have your chart saved in PDF format. Pisces rising 23 degrees, Virgo sun 29. Oh wow, so yeah, you have like all the Neptune Saturn stuff is really potent for you right now. Human design, I'm kitchen's environment. Ooh, that's a fun one. I love kitchens. I'm a manifesting generator too. You can get a report from me about your human design, like it's personalized for your chart from my website. So if you go to my link in bio and look for Learn Your Human Design, it will take you to get a customized report that will tell you all about your environment, your cognition, your sense, your like literally everything. Perspective, did I say that already? View, all your variables, and it will tell you about being a manifesting generator, what your profile means. It will tell you about your incarnation cross. It literally goes into everything in your human design. I have Aries in my 12th house. What can I expect from my Saturn return starting in February? What degrees is your Saturn at? Because your Saturn return might not actually be starting in February. You want to look at, and I posted a video on this last summer, a few months ago, onto my YouTube channel. Your Saturn return begins like at a specific time based on your chart. So it's not general as like, okay, my Saturn's in Pisces, so whenever Saturn goes into Pisces, that's when my Saturn return starts. No, that's not how it is for everybody. It really depends on the degrees of your Saturn for when it's going to start. Thank you. You've been looking for something like this. Yay! Do you mention how to achieve some goals such as finance, career, or publicly recognized? I mean, it goes into that for your profile, and if you get, that's more so an astrology thing. And human design is all about following your user manual, and it will lead you to alignment. Like, it will lead you to all of those things that you want with career or whatever it is. If you live by your instructions. Human design is your instructions for life. Astrology is like, okay, what do I need to make more money? Or what energy am I supposed to be in to make more money? Like, that's more an astrology thing. Versus human design is like, you're meant to live your life this certain way, and it will align you with all of that stuff. Does that make sense? So human design is really like your instructions for how to live in alignment and get yourself on the path of all the things that are already waiting for you when you just align yourself with it. That's human design. I am working on a human design report for business people who are in business or entrepreneurship, or want to start a business or like enter entrepreneurship. I'm working on a human design report for that, but that's not out yet. I also have an astrology report that will tell you more so like career stuff, life purpose stuff, money stuff. That, because like I said, that's more of an astrology thing, and it's called Find Your Life or Unlock Your Life's Purpose is what my astrology report is called. It's the same place you can get the human design report. What's your human design type? I am a 1-3 manifesting generator, sacral authority. What was your 6-2 emotional projector? Oh, love it. I have so many 6-2 friends. So many 6-2 friends. Y'all are so valuable. Like, your advice and wisdom is top tier, especially as a projector. Yes, thank you. I'm a therapist, but do not know how to make financial stability. I'm trying to book a reading with you, and it's saying something's going wrong with my payment. What does it mean by that? Aquarius sun, Taurus moon, Aries rising. Ooh, happy early birthday. Something's going wrong with your payment. I don't know. It all I have been having issues with this website. Let me try on my end. Might just have to do it outside of the app. Are you inside the app or in like your browser? Huh. Let me see if it went through on my end. They must be doing maintenance or something because I'm having issues with this site. Yeah, I get that you're using that link, but are you using it? Are you still in TikTok or are you in your browser, like on your phone? I don't have Venmo. Let me see if it went through on my end. It's just being slow. Oh, Riri is a 3/6. Okay. And you're a manifesting generator? You probably have to like, there's some side hustle or you might have to start like creating content or whatever. MGs have to follow their excitement. You have to follow your excitement. You can't get stuck in the energy of like, this isn't working, why is it not working, blah, 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 blah. That will stall everything. You have to focus on what is exciting you. Yeah, it didn't go through on my end, Amber. Maybe try it in a browser, like get off of, like go to the 3 dots at the top and open an external browser. It might be an issue with TikTok. Yeah, it's probably because you're still in TikTok. TikTok like blocks links and is like really weird with that stuff. But it didn't go through on my end, so your card hasn't been charged. But I'm having like crazy issues with this website right now. Okay, I'll come back. Yeah, let me know. Let me know. My favorite placement in my chart? I love all of it. I love all of it. I love my Mercury and Sun in the 8th house. I love my 2nd house placements. I love my Saturn in the 6th house. I love my Mars in Aries. Okay, TikTok, for those of y'all that were on here and that guy co-hosted with me on accident because I accidentally pressed the wrong button, I figured out how to kick somebody off. Thank you, ChatGPT. It says go live. Wait, when someone is co-hosting, tap the multi-guest co-host icon. I don't know how to work TikTok live. I literally just like, there's so many things going on. The only thing I know is like get live, like press live, read the comments, and end it in the corner. Like everything else is a mystery to me. There's so much on the screen. I just pray Libras finally have a better year for love. Did you see my video on that, Erica? Because I posted a video about that, and that was like the major thing that came through in the 2026 prediction video I did for Libra risings. So go find my YouTube if you haven't seen that video yet for 2026. And I did every single rising sign prediction for the year ahead. So it says that you have not yet set up your payment flow. What the hell? I saw, yes! How did you learn all this? Learn all what? Regardless, I need a reading. Okay, I'll probably have to create another link then if that's not working. That's so weird. Billing. Payments. Wait, billing. Yeah, my subscription's up to date. I don't know why it would say that. Astrology, human design. Books, life experience, a lot of channeling. I'm super intuitive. I have 8th house placements. I channel a lot of the information, but a lot of it has come through personal experience and just like analyzing charts for years and years and years. I learned a lot of human design through reading Ra's transcripts, the founder of human design, Ra Urahu. That was in 2021. In 2022, I was reading a lot of his transcripts from classes he taught on human design. And teaching it has taught me a lot about it too. Like I wrote my ebook from reading all of those transcripts. I like made it as I was learning the information, because the way that Ra teaches human design is just really like it's just hard to understand. He was a boomer. He just speaks a different language than like the majority of us nowadays understand. And so it's really hard to like get what he was saying about human design. So I like simplified all of the information that I was learning as I was learning it, and then I was like applying it to people I knew in my life, and I would like get their charts as soon as I like met somebody. I would get their chart, and like I would just analyze everybody that I knew using the information I was learning and putting that into my ebooks and my custom reports. And then I started teaching classes, and like that taught me a lot, like my students, learning through my students. And yeah, just continuing to like use it in my day-to-day and analyze people I know with it. Like that's how I learned it. Just a lot of personal experience. It's very 1-3 profile. Manifesting generator, Libra sun, Scorpio rising, Cap moon. Ooh, love it. Libras are having Saturn in the 7th house this year. Yeah, it's already been there, but it's gonna stay there for 2.5 years. Starting in February. I'm a manifesting generator. I'm a sacral authority manifesting generator, mostly right-brained, 1-3 profile. My environment is caves. My cognition is inner vision. View is possibility. Okay, why the hell you can accept payments and receive payouts? So why would it not be working? My motivation is guilt. So like I'm like trying to figure out this. Why it's not accepting y'all, why it's not accepting payments to book readings. I also have 8th house placements too, Moon and Saturn. Oh, I love it. Okay, I'm probably I'll set up another, but then how are you gonna give me your birth information? See, this is annoying. I'm a Taurus sun, Aries moon, Gemini rising. Oh my god, I love it. I'm also a Taurus sun. Hi, Risharma. Okay. I guess I can set it up payment links. Y'all just, if you want a reading, you'll just have to give me your birth information in the comments. Because this is not working. I'm gonna have to reach out to theirs to support. Ugh. Okay, create payment link. New product. I'm a Leo sun, Libra rising, Libra moon. Damn, that's a lot of Libra. I'm a Libra rising too, so I feel you. Libra risings unites. Oh, that is too warm. We need to cool that down. Okay, there we go. Okay, TikTok live reading. One off. Oops, not that much. $33. Add product. Huh. Yeah, that's gonna have to work, I guess. Is 2026 in general better for Libras than 2025? In general, it's better for everybody. That is kind of the overall message of the 2026 video I did that's on my YouTube. And I gave predictions for each rising sign in that video. And I start that video by saying, like, the worse your 2025 was, the better your 2026 is going to be, because 2025 was a year of endings. And endings are not easy. They're not fun or comfortable. But 2026 is a 1 year, so it's a year of beginnings. Yes, check it out. I know a lot of Taurus suns, and all of them seem like they're hiding something or not honest. Huh. I don't know. Maybe that's probably there's something else going on in the chart that would cause that. Might have Neptune squaring their sun or something, or opposite their sun or something. I don't know many Tauruses. I feel like we hide. I'm a Taurus. I spend a lot of time at home. Boy, did I have a lot of endings in my family relationships. Yeah. Taurus here. Yes. 2025 was the worst. I'm a Libra rising. Yeah, same. It literally almost destroyed me. It's a miracle. It didn't. It's a miracle. I have my spiritual practices, my mindset to thank for the fact that it did not destroy me. Okay, has anyone else tried to book a reading? Let me know. Let me know if it's giving y'all issues still. I don't know how to add this. See, this is being an entrepreneur. Like, you just constantly have to figure things out. Oh, wait, here's the link right in front of me. Everything is figure outable. I haven't posted the new link yet. The old one is in my, where all the links are. It's the very top one in my Stan store. I think the only other link on my TikTok is my YouTube. See, I swear this, like, what I've been using for readings is having issues, because it just, like, takes me back to the login page, and then it gives me some weird error, and then I don't even know. Maybe I'm not supposed to do readings today. I don't have Venmo. I could link my PayPal, but then again, it's like, and I don't want to give out my phone number for Zelle, but I can link my PayPal, but then I'm trying to, like, set up the new link, but then what I use for, like, my link, like, I use a third party for my link in bio, and it's, like, my store. And their back end is having a lot of issues right now. So even, like, setting up this new link is giving me issues. Yeah, maybe it isn't meant to be. I don't know. It's like, why is this so hard? It shouldn't be this hard. General energy of the day seems tiring. Yeah. I have Taurus friends still. I get along with them as a Pisces. Yeah, most of my friends, like, my whole life have been Pisces. Let me try. Okay, yeah, try the link that's in there already and let me know. Because it gave someone else an issue and said something wasn't set up or something. Which, like, this has been set up for, like, years. I don't know why all of a sudden. Any wisdom for a 2-4 Scorpio? Do what people call you out for. Do what people call you out for. Stop avoiding it or ignoring it or denying it. My mom is a 2-4 profile. I've been telling her she needs to start a YouTube channel for forever. And she just denies, makes excuses. And I'm like, you're a 2-4 profile. I'm calling you out right now. Like, listen. 2-4 is a human design thing. So in human design, you get a profile and it looks like a fraction. It's 2 numbers. And that's, like, your personality. It's also a big part of, like, how you share what your unique gifts are and how you share them. Hey, Susie. Oh my god, I was in here a few weeks ago and you said I should do my first intuitive live, and I did. Ah! Hell yeah. It's a human design profile, how you carry yourself. Kind of. It's really just like your personality, and it's like how you express yourself. Kind of like your, like what is the topping of your ice cream? Kind of like that. It's like a little sprinkle expression of your personality. Oh, thank you, Susie. I do drop a lot of gems on my Twitter that like don't get posted anywhere else, because there's just like, and threads and Twitter, because there's just nowhere else to like share stuff like that other than like my membership. But I also want to share it with y'all who aren't in my membership, although everyone should be in my membership. But that's such a good way to remember. Yes. Yeah. No, I don't even want to do readings this way because it's going to be complicated. So if the link that's already in there for readings isn't working, I guess I'm just not doing them today. Because any other way is just too complicated to get all the birth data and figure out who's next, and like, no. Someone doesn't have their birth time for their human design. You just have to experiment with it. I mean, I've been doing readings. It's just I don't know if someone was saying the link isn't working for them, but that hasn't been confirmed by anybody else. So I'm just waiting to see if it was just like an issue on their end or if it's like a widespread issue. I don't know. Starting my Saturn return soon. Aries 12th house. Any tips? When exactly does your Saturn return chart start? Have you looked up Saturn return calculator, Saturn return chart calculator, for when exactly it starts? That will give you more information about when exactly it's going to be, so you can prepare. But honestly, the roughest transits around the age of Saturn return is not Saturn return at all. It's nodal opposition, it's Pluto sextile Pluto, and then right after your Saturn return, depending on your chart, you have Uranus opposite your Pluto. So those are like really intense transits. And then at 27, you also have your progressed lunar cycle come to a close, which are all like way bigger transits, I think, than Saturn return. Like my Saturn return was great. If we just isolate like that transit for me, it was great. Like when it peaked, none of that other stuff was still like happening in an intense way that it had been from 27 to 29. And my Saturn return was awesome. But I also did a lot of work. And using my astrology and using my human design, I did a lot of work on myself and my life, so I was prepared for my Saturn return. Like I have a close time, but not entirely 100% sure. You just have to go off what they give you and experiment and like see if anything shifts with 30 minutes away, 6 minutes away, whatever. I had somebody one time tell me their birth time was like 4:30, and then we got their birth certificate, ended up being like 4:36, and it changed a lot. But it just depends on what was going on that day. Human design is so I don't want to say fragile, but like there's just so much to it that it really depends on what was going on that day and in that hour that it can change a lot, but maybe it doesn't. Like I have someone who they told me they're a generator, and I put up their chart and I'm like, the chart was a manifesting generator all day. So like there's no way you're a generator. So it just depends. What's the placements in someone's birth chart that you like the most? I don't know. I don't really view it that way. Like they all just tell you something different. I don't know. I mean, I like all placements for different reasons. What Saturn transit through the houses mean? Is it restriction in that area? No. Not necessarily. It depends on what's going on in the chart. Saturn is about discipline. It's about being committed to building a solid foundation in something. It can teach you hard lessons if that's what you need in order to like get to what your solid foundation is and to commit yourself to higher learning around it. I was just able to get a payment to go through, had to move it to an external link. Okay, that's what I thought. I thought it was like a TikTok thing. The link went through for me. Yay! Thank God, because that is like the easiest way to do readings. How did you learn so much about astrology and human design? Did you teach yourself or take a course? I taught myself and then I made courses. So it really helped me to teach in my courses because then my students gave me feedback or they confirmed certain things or they would like share certain things. And I'm like, oh, that makes a lot of sense. Like that's what I've been seeing in my friends or that's what I've been seeing in my one-on-one clients. And like, so it helped me to, I'm self-taught. I'm a 1-3 profile. I have to be self-taught. And like I was saying earlier, I learned a lot through reading the transcripts of the guy who founded human design, who originally like channeled it. But then I like made an ebook from that and like wrote a book on what I was learning from him about human design. And that helped me like to learn it because I was simplifying it and actually like putting it in a language that like I could understand and my students could understand. And you can still buy my ebook. It's also included in all of my courses. So it helped me a lot to just like apply it. And that's how I learned it, was like going straight to the source and learning what he had to say about it and then applying it based on my friends, my clients, working with people, analyzing everyone around me. I have a whole database of charts of my friends and like past coworkers and my family members. And like, that's really helped me like apply the knowledge and like simplify it and, yeah, like really be embodied in the knowledge to be able to share it. I'm a Leo rising. I'm so happy to have Saturn leave my 8th house. Stationary Jupiter is good in the birth chart. There's no good or bad in astrology. It all just means something. It all means something. Nothing good or bad. Okay, Samantha just paid. Yay! So the link is working. Thank God. Let's see who's first. Okay, this website's being slow as hell. Slow as hell. So nothing, like I said, in astrology is good or bad. It all just means something. It has a different meaning. Like Jupiter retrograde in your chart means something different than Jupiter direct in your chart. And I teach this in my Become an Astrologer course. That's my introductory level astrology course. Is like the meaning of, is a planet retrograde or not, all that kind of basic stuff. The link isn't really working for me. What is it doing? And are you taking it outside of TikTok? Are you clicking the 3 dots and open an external browser? Okay, Alicia. You didn't put a birth time. What's your birth time? What's your birth time? Oh my gosh, I can't see my keyboard. I need to turn the lights on. (7:16 p.m.) Okay, thank you. I'm pulling up your chart now. I'm opening a browser. It's frozen when I press live reading. Huh. 6 planets in 7th house. Capricorn feels a little bad. It's been rough. You have to be discerning with your relationships and not let people walk over you. That's what that feels like. Okay, Alicia, career and love. What's going on with career? Where are you at with it? Yeah, it's super slow. It's been super slow for me too. I don't know what's causing that. I don't know if they're doing maintenance and they didn't. I don't know what's going on. But I'm glad it's not just me having issues with that website, because it's been slow when I go into the back end and I look at like y'all's readings that you've booked. That's annoying. But I'll have to reach out to them. Let me see how to do that. Alicia, what's going on with career? Because you're building... Oh, you're Pisces rising? That's really rare. You're building a new version of yourself right now. Like, you're stepping into a new you, maybe related to the people you have around you, your relationships in some way. Big need for you to like set boundaries with people who would like kind of walk all over you, or have walked all over you. Maybe you need to like cut them out of your life completely, kind of thing, is what that feels like. There's some new creative project or something emerging, or maybe it has been emerging for the last like 6 months. That's going to be a focus for you with this full moon. So you might be really called to take action on something related to that. It's important that you act on what you get to do this weekend. If there's like something you're like, okay, I want to start a YouTube channel, or I want to do this, or whatever it is. It could come through like a friend or somebody in your life too, who's like mirroring your intuitive knowing to you. It's important to listen to that and not like write it off. And yeah, you just went through your nodal opposition like a couple months ago. Yeah, a couple months ago. Which is all about like learning to step into a new version of yourself, and also attracting different people because you've changed. Who you're attracting is changing. So it's like, don't fall back into old patterns or old cycles of people. Like, build a new vision around that. Build a new, like, you've changed, so what kind of people you need to have around you is changing too. So trust in that, and don't like fall back into old patterns of cycles with certain types of relationships or types of people. I think mine went through. Okay, yay. When the link started working, it says it's all sold out. Oh, damn. It must have been just like a lot of people using it. This website is like messing up for me. Alicia, let me know how that's resonating, what's coming up for you. More specifics will help me out in giving you more specifics about what's going on to help you more. It says there's 2 items left on my end, so maybe just refresh the page, Elena. It's also being super slow. Yay, tech issues. Okay, and then you asked about love. Again, it's this internal reflection that's going on with like how you're changing. So your expectations or your desires are changing around dating and romance and relationships. So it's like these next 2 months into like it's going to shift around March. So you might meet somebody March, April, or May, because you're doing inner work right now to change yourself. That's going to change who you're attracting, and maybe even like what kind of person you want in your life as a partner. So that in that change, you will attract that person that's different from who you would have attracted before. Does that make sense? Absolutely resonates. Have been being pushed hard to set boundaries. Yeah, really wanting to leave my job. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. It feels like, yeah, you're gonna have to stand up for yourself in some way to maybe have a little reprieve. Like, if you can't quit the job or change jobs right away, then you need to like advocate for yourself and ask for whatever it is that you're unhappy about, a change around. Whether that's money or whatever it is, like asking for a raise and really stating your case of like why you deserve it. And then it feels like things might change within your work or career around the summer. So whatever you're like called to do right now to like shift it a little bit is kind of just like getting you to the point where there is another opportunity that comes in, which it feels like there will be in like May or June. Whether that's a new job or a promotion, working with a different company or whatever. Because that's a lot of like the collective energy is a lot of us are shifting out of companies that are not heart-centered, and we're moving into only working for and with companies that are heart-centered, or starting our own company based on our own heart's desires, if that's what we want to do. But yeah, that's a major theme of this year as we step into it, is aligning more with what's heart-centered for each and every one of us. So it feels like you're just like in the intermittum, kind of like I said at the beginning of this live. The new year hasn't really begun yet. We're still kind of in this transitional energy for the next month or two, and then things will really start to shift. So that's what it feels like for you, Alicia. I'm excited for you. You'll have to let me know come May, June, what happens. Did you do Iran's chart before? I might have a few months ago. I don't know. I don't watch the news. I don't pay attention to like whatever that geopolitics or whatever. I don't pay attention. Shifting to focus on myself and living a more aligned life. I'm ready for more. Yes! And that's where everything comes in from, that place of like focusing on your inner alignment. And then everything else will ripple out to line up with your inner alignment. I'm so excited for you. Such a Pisces thing to be coming from the heart. Yeah, well, that's where the North Node is right now, in the sky, in the proverbial sky. Okay, who's next for a reading? Who is next? To plug in my laptop. Plug in the laptop. You're so welcome, Alicia. I'm excited for you. I'm so excited for 2026. Like, oh my gosh. It's gonna be so much better than 2025. Let's see. Linda is next. Linda. Ooh, 2-4 manifester. Love it. Okay, let me pull up your chart, Linda. Da, 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 da. Oh gosh, I put in the city for the time. That's not gonna work. Is Linda here? Where is Linda? My birthday was September 22nd. That was a big turning point. Plus moved out of a bad roommate situation. Yes! Exciting. That's another thing I was going to say earlier too. Someone asked about the new year, like when the new year is for each rising sign or whatever. And I think too, we all get a new energy when we have a birthday, because you get a solar return chart. Like your birthday is your solar return. I teach this in my intermediate astrology course on how to read your solar return chart and pull up a solar return chart. And there's been some really cool stuff that students are saying that like makes me excited to talk about it, about the solar return chart, because you yourself get a new energy when you have a birthday. Like you get a new chart for that year of your life, and it tells you a lot about your year ahead, starting with your solar return, with your birthday. You also enter into a new profection year. I talk about this in my ebook, and you get a new Time Lord. So the Time Lord is the planet that rules the year that you're in. So I'm 31. When I turned 31, my Time Lord shifted from Mars, which was my Time Lord when I was 30, into Venus, which is my Time Lord now that I'm 31. And that will be my, like, Venus is my overarching energy for my 31st year until I turn 32. That will be like my overall planet ruler. So anyways, I talk more about that in my intermediate astrology course, but that's why a lot of us feel big shifts on our birthday, because we get a whole new like energy that rules us and a chart for that year of our life. So yes, solar returns are powerful. I love birthdays. Love birthdays. Okay, Linda. Yes, I have your chart pulled up. Virgo rising. Moon in Capricorn on Jupiter. What are you creating right now or wanting to create? Because there's a lot happening in your area of like creative passions. You asked for a career reading, general career reading. What are you wanting to create? What is your vision? Like as a manifestor, you have some vision for yourself in your life or some impact you want to have. What is that? Because it's like taking form right now. There may have been some big career shift that was emerging for you over the summer that maybe you've been like kind of reflecting on, refining, the end of 2025. And it's still kind of in that refinement mode. You might be like learning something new. You want to like take into this career change, something like that. And it feels like when does Uranus move into Gemini? Let me see. I feel like I should have these memorized by now, but I don't have these dates memorized. Let's see. Uranus moves into Gemini because that's affecting your career at the end of April. So the end of April could be when this career shift takes hold and you really start to feel it. It could be related to like whatever you like to create that's related to speaking, writing, sharing information, a podcast, creating content, healing arts modalities, whatever that is for you. Maybe relationship stuff, talking about or helping people with relationship stuff. Long-term wealth stability for my family. Yeah, is there some business you want to start or something like that? Some creative route you want to, or something that's innovative, something that's different. You're meant to be known for like your ideas, your information, like what you speak and share with people. And it's like, it's going to take off. You have so much in Gemini in your area of career, like whatever you choose to do that's in alignment and that's actually something you want to do, because you're a manifestor, you have to be doing what you want to do. If you're not, it's not going to go well. Whatever you're doing, as long as it's something you truly want to be doing, you like to be doing, it's going to take off. I mean, you have so much in your area of career. It's like the only way it could not work out is, like I said, if it's something you truly just don't like or don't want to do. There's some belief system that's forcing you to do it. Instead of like actually following your true desires or your true like what you're a natural at, what you're really good at, what people call you out for. Hey Yaz, how should we give you our birth chart? You can book a reading through the link in my bio. I believe there's still readings available. But yeah, that's the biggest thing, Linda, is like really trusting yourself to step into what it is that you want to do, instead of like, oh, I need to do this because it's gonna create this blah 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 blah. No. No, stop talking yourself into doing something you don't want to do. What do you actually want to do? What feels expansive for you? What feels fun? What feels like it's actually a passion of yours? It's actually something you like. That's what you need to be doing. That's what you need to be doing. Let me see if I think there's still readings available. There's one more. Pisces Sun, Capricorn Moon. You can book a reading through the link in my bio. I use Western astrology. I don't believe in using Vedic astrology unless you come from that culture, come from that world. I'm a white American, so I'm going to use Western astrology. That's what I believe. Okay, Linda, let me know how that resonated, if there's anything else. I don't know if there's a lag or anything, but definitely resonates. Thank you. Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome. You have the power to create amazing wealth. You just have to like I said, do what you want to do and not be scared to share it. Okay, who is next? Wow, this website is being slow. Wow. I wonder if this is happening because Mercury is opposite the moon. I don't know. Or maybe because Mercury is still scoring Neptune. Okay, Samantha. Yeah, I think I have an idea, but I get stuck in my head. Yeah, you just have to like put it in action before your head can step in and deter you from doing it. Because you have Mars in Scorpio, like you really just have to act and do before your mind can come in and tell you all this bullshit that's not true. And even if it does tell you bullshit that's not true, that's how you approach it. This is bullshit that's not true. And I'm gonna do the thing anyway. Okay, Samantha. Let me pull up your birth chart. Happy early birthday. Oops. 12:37 p.m. You're welcome. I didn't see a note in here. Is there anything you want me to look at specifically? Anything you want me to look at? Taurus rising. Taurus rising. Oh my gosh, you have like placements everywhere in your chart. What's going on with like I don't know, your day to day, or like are you wanting to travel or move? Or like go back to school, or like there's something happening in your like day to day world. Maybe affecting what's going on in career or something. Just my next year, I don't completely understand everything with my chart. Next year. Okay, well, there's something happening, like I said, in your day to day. Maybe forcing you to look at a lot of subconscious beliefs and stuff and patternings. Just graduated college. Okay. Have a business. Ooh, exciting. Okay, yeah. So you're implementing changes that, yeah, you just went to school for to learn about. That makes sense. What is your business? Do you educate people in some way or help them with structures or systems? Something like that. There's a big focus though on like changing your long-term goals, your visions, maybe career related to that, stepping into something new with it. Maybe because of like you're realizing you want to impact people differently, or you want to provide more to a community or something like that. Yeah, I'm licensed esthetician and want to do trainings. Yes. That makes a lot of sense. Yeah. So stepping more into like more of, yeah, an educational role. That makes a lot of sense. Yeah, it's like you want to give back to your community more than you want to like because there's more reward in that for you and for the people that experience your trainings. And it's like it's more scalable, but that aside, it's like it's really, you want to provide more value, and you're realizing that and stepping more into that like vision, this new vision that has emerged. And it's like really all divine timing right now, and it feels like come the summer, like there's going to be really big shifts around that, whether you start teaching then, or you start really like just feeling more in a groove with teaching and doing trainings and educating people, and it like starts to really take off and it feels more like succinct. It feels like there could be a change in your home related to that as well, whether you like maybe you've been doing it from home and then you like invest in a real retail space or whatever it is. It feels like there could be some change with your roots related to that as well. Or maybe moving into a bigger space or something, to like, I don't know, something about moving or switching homes or like expansion, doing it in terms of like, okay, what I like, everything around you has expanded by this point in the summer, and then you have to like change your life to line up with how everything has grown and changed and expanded. It's kind of hard to conceptualize, but it's like there's a lot of momentum and forward movement around this. March, April, really starting in February, like the middle of February, and then March and April and May are just like boom, 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 boom. And then in the summer, by the end of the summer, it's like, whoa, I did the thing. My life looks completely different now. I just got my storefront. I had a beauty suite at first. Oh, yes. Okay, yeah. That makes a lot of sense. And it feels like it just expands from here. Like it just really starts to blow up. By, like I said, by the end of the summer, I think your life and everything is going to look completely different than how it has. And it's going to positively change your money, your financial situation, especially come like the end of April and into May. That's what it feels like. So that's like the first half of your year. And then it just feels like after the summer, like after whatever happens, like this big expansion or this big like blow up viral moment or something like that, it's like just kind of figuring out where to go from here and like how to like stay rooted through all of it, because it just feels like so much change all at once. It's a little chaotic, but and it's kind of like, okay, how do I stay grounded in myself and in my routines, so that I don't get lost and swept up in the change and chaos. Is there any red flags? Maybe just like your tendency to overthink things, but no, nothing like that majorly stands out. You're a really hard worker and you can really like do whatever you set your mind to and your energy to, but it's just like, don't get too swept up in your head. Damn right, yeah. Yeah, that's like the only thing, really. And you gotta trust your intuition too. Trust your feeling over like your mind. Like really trust your gut when things feel off, because you have a hella strong intuition. So yeah, I'm excited for you, Samantha. Come back and let me know how everything goes. So exciting. And happy early birthday. You're so welcome. I'm so excited for you. Estheticians are so needed in the world. Y'all are so needed. More than ever. Okay, who is next? This website is being so slow. So slow. Sonia. Have I done a reading for you before? Or maybe it was another Sonia. I want to focus on money, career. Oh, your birthday is also soon. Exciting. Wait. 1992. Yay! Okay, I'm just typing in your chart, pulling up your chart. Libra rising. Oh my gosh. Okay, money and career. Money and career. Money and career. It feels like you're... Hold on. Okay. It feels like you're really realigning with like what actually you want to be doing, what actually is like emotionally charged for you in a way that feels good. Has there been some change to your home as well, or like where you're living? Because it feels like what you were doing before like wasn't actually what you wanted to be doing. The best rising. Oh yeah. I'm a little biased, but I do I do love my Libra risings, my fellow Libra risings. Hey Nicole. So it feels like there was a big like releasing of this career because, or this job, because it wasn't actually what you wanted to be doing. And you've been given the opportunity to, you know, this was 2025. This was like if you weren't in the right place, doing the right thing, that's actually aligned with your soul and like your heart, what your heart wants to be doing, then it's going to be ripped out from under you. Like that happened to me in the place I was living. I wasn't actually like, it wasn't aligned for me to live there. And I was just doing it because it was like what I've always done. And it got ripped out from under me in a really traumatic way and ended in a lawsuit and all this stuff. And it's because I wasn't like, it wasn't truly aligned for me. And now I'm in a place of like, okay, what is aligned for me? What do I actually want? What actually feels the best for me to be in, to live in, live around? You know what I mean? So that's kind of like what has happened for you with the job and with career, is like you have been given an opportunity to realign with what actually brings you joy, what you actually want to be doing, instead of just going through the motions of doing what you have been because it's what you know. It's like, no, what do you actually want to do? And it might be it could very well be some sort of business. Yeah, support rebuilding my income, new income streams. Like what is your passion? What is your obsession? What do you find yourself talking about all the time? That maybe even people tell you need to like write a book about, or you need to create content about, or you need to have a blog about, or you need to have a podcast about, or whatever it is. Like that's what you're meant to be doing, because Venus in Sagittarius is your chart ruler and it's in your third house. Like that is the overall energy of your chart, is like doing what excites you, maybe even doing like different things, like having a business or a job that allows you to be multifaceted and like explore different passions or share different passions. Yes, trying to figure that out. What do you do on a daily basis? Like what do people already come to you for or ask you about, or whatever it is? Like, because for me, when I was in a big job transition in 2020, I was really passionate about tarot. And so I started doing these tarot readings for friends, just recording myself doing, like pulling tarot cards. I was like, this person needs a reading. I'm just going to pull cards for them and like see what comes up. So I recorded myself doing their like reading and I sent it to them. And I did this for a few friends, and they're like, how did you know that's what I needed? Like, that's exactly where I'm at right now in my life, and blah, blah, blah. And then they started referring me to their friends to do paid readings. And I was like, what? I just do this for fun. What do you mean? And then I was like, oh, maybe this is like what I'm actually supposed to be doing, because people keep asking me about it. So then I started sharing it on my Instagram. I started like talking about it. This women's circle I was in at the time started talking about how I wanted to build, like, that was my dream, to build a business around it, because I realized like, oh, this is what people want from me. I love doing it. So maybe it's what I'm meant to be doing for work. And the more I did it, the more it snowballed into something. And people knew I was obsessed with astrology. Anyone who would let me talk about it, I've never shut up about it. So then people started asking me for astrology as well as tarot, and one thing led to another, and here we are 6 years later. It's been my whole career and full-time job ever since. So what is that for you? And it doesn't have to be like, you know, the whole mindset of us, the collective mindset of doing this one thing, going to school for this and doing it forever is dead. It's dead. Nobody, for the most part, is going to be living that way anymore. And so we have to kind of have this adaptation mindset of like, what is exciting for me to do right now? How can I make money from it? Whatever that is, you can create income around it. I mean, there's people doing thrifting hauls on YouTube. There's people doing Temu hauls on YouTube, and they love shopping, or they love thrifting, or they love crafting, and they make YouTube videos about it, and they're well paid just because they're sharing what they're passionate about and already doing anyways, whether or not they would be recording it and making money from it, right? So it's like, that's the mindset moving forward, that we all kind of need to have, especially if we're not happy in our career or our job. What do you love to do? What do you already do? How can you turn it into an income stream? Quite literally, yeah. That's it. So what is that for you? Where do you want to share it? How do you want to share it? You might have to experiment. But I mean, you have so much Capricorn energy. It's like you can do whatever you put your heart to. Just make sure that it is your heart that you're putting to it. Kind of what I said for the last, was it the last person as well, or the person before? Like, don't let these beliefs come in of like, how can I make money from this? Like, just do it, and it will come to you. Like I didn't like think I could make money from tarot and it just like found me, right? So start sharing whatever it is that you want to share, and it will find you. So yeah, that's what's going on with you, Sonia. But you have to sit in the energy of like already having kind of what you want to, and just focusing on that more than focusing on, oh my God, I have debt. Oh my God, I don't have money. Oh my God, I don't have blah, blah, blah. No. Energy aligned with already it being yours already. Now what do you do from that place? A lot of people, oh wait, LOL, people usually seek guidance from me. Some I use tarot. Other than that, I just use my intuition. Yes. Maybe you could do lives like I'm doing right now and do tarot readings. Perfect time. You could get on live and do 2026 tarot readings and see where that leads you. Charge like $11 for them or something. That's it. That's it. Does money get better? It's all a belief system for you. It's all a belief system. Like I said, money will get better when you're focused on that. Money will get better when you're focused on it being better. Your inner energy creates your outer reality. So if you're focused on, I don't have it, there's not enough, blah, 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 you're creating that. Versus, and I know this is not the easiest thing to do because I'm also Libra rising and have Pluto in my second house, but we have to transform and alchemize our energy around money, and it will change the outer reality. Okay, Jen is next. Jen, I don't have your birth time or your birthplace. Yes, you're welcome, Sonia. Oh gosh, Willoughby. Thank you, Jen. Let me pull up your chart. Okay. What's going on with career, Jen? 534 will Obi. Hopefully I typed that. Yes, I typed it in right. Capricorn rising. Love it. Sensing a shift. Yes. For sure. Yeah. Oh my God, you're going to be going through your nodal return come the summer. So it feels like, let me see. In February, you might get more clarity on what this is if you don't have that clarity already. But I feel like it's forming in you. I feel like there's an idea that's forming that you're like, I kind of want to step into this. I kind of want to do this. And maybe there's just doubts. Maybe there's just mindset stuff holding you back from actually taking action on it, actually stepping into it. Yeah, it feels like a lot of belief system stuff that's like, okay, but what about this or what about that or blah, 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 blah. Like mindset, conditioning, programming coming into play around it. And you really, like, kind of the message has been for everyone tonight, like, you really just have to take action on the thing you want to do, and it will lead you to where you're meant to be. It will lead you to all the money. It will lead you to all the things. Like, it's all about coming from a heart-centered place and doing what's aligned for you. You're meant to make your own wealth and your own sources of income. So if you've been working for somebody else, this looks like stepping into building your own business, having your own business, working for yourself, being a freelancer or whatever it is. You really need to be working for yourself or setting what you do for work on your own terms, that kind of energy. It's like yeah. But again, it's like that mental chatter. A client of mine once called it a mental tornado. It's like, don't let yourself get caught up in the mental tornado. You just need to act on what you're led to do. And you're very practical, you're a very logical person. So it's like, use that to your advantage. Don't use it to hold you back. Use it in the ways that it's going to like be helpful for you to get yourself ahead or to start this new career. Like, you're very resourceful, so you can use that in ways that it's going to benefit you instead of keeping you stuck in what you don't want to be doing. But there could be, like I said, a big shift. It's like forming underneath the surface right now, like what you want to do, and maybe feeling like there might be some things externally at play. Like, you're finally going to reach a point eventually where you're like fed up with what you have been doing. And that's building underneath the surface right now. And it feels like come middle of February, it's like, okay, I can't keep doing this. I need to, like, how am I going to get out of this? I need to start moving in a new direction. And it's like, it's embracing the ways that you're different and unique. That's going to help you to make money, and your ideas, your information that you have to share about certain things, or maybe occult stuff, that is different. That is like eccentric or occult, and you just need to embrace that because that's what you're meant to do to make money, is like seen as different by everybody else, but it's different because it's new and it's innovative and it actually is the future. That's what you need to be doing. Chiron is in gate 17. Feel like it's about my voice. Yeah, and you just had your Chiron return too. So that was like whatever happened around that, in maybe with your home, family. Again, it's all programming and conditioning from your family. There was something big around that happened maybe 2021 or end of 2020, 2021. That was kind of like maybe realizing it, coming to terms with what it is that's like, and it's coming up again. You're like revisiting these old themes, these old identities related to family and childhood conditioning, to get a better glimpse of like, oh, this isn't what I want. I don't want to live this way. I don't want to create from this place. And so you can step into the new. And maybe that's like the stuff underneath the surface that's going on. It's like you becoming more aware of what it is that you've taken on from family that you don't want to keep living in or from. So those are that's the major message. I can't take any more readings. I have to go in a few minutes. But I will be back maybe tomorrow or Sunday. I'm woo and my religious conditioning is holding me back. Yep. That makes all the sense. That makes all the sense. Maybe, I don't know if, maybe talking to ChatGPT about that. ChatGPT has really helped me with like working through limiting beliefs related to family, childhood conditioning, and stuff like that. I feel you. When I first started doing tarot, I don't know if you're on here when I was sharing that story about me starting tarot. My mom was like, "That's the work of the devil," blah 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 blah, because they're super they go back and forth with being religious or not. It's hard to describe, but I feel you. I had to overcome a lot of that too. So, and it's just about proving to yourself that like it's spirituality is not confined to rules, is not confined, a relationship with God, the universe, whatever you want to call it, is not defined by rules that these religious structures have created for us. And it's about trusting yourself to like step into that and be known for it and share it. And the action, this is too a big thing of Chiron and Aries. In taking the action, it will heal you, and it will change it will change those beliefs and that conditioning. Sounds like there's a theme, overall good message for all of us. Yes. Yeah, that's always how it goes. You're so welcome. Yeah, it's all about right now stepping into what your heart is leading you to and not letting the mind make your decisions, because the mind is nothing. The mind is like a dog. It's like what you've trained it to be, and you can train it to be something else. You can train it to be whatever it is. But if it like, you know, if it walks you, what is that saying? The mind is a great servant but a terrible master, or something like that. That's like really the energy we're all in right now, is breaking free from these old paradigms holding us back from doing what our heart is calling us to do. And 2026 is all about stepping into a heart-centered place and aligning our lives with that. So you're so welcome, Jen. If I didn't say that already, I don't remember if I did. I'm kind of in a channeling state and I'm not remembering what I'm saying, but yeah, I'm excited for you. I feel like the next month is going to be really powerful for you to step into whatever this is. And it feels like this whole year is going to be positive changes related to that and stepping into the new thing fully and in alignment. So come back and let me know, Jen. Update me around your birthday, because it feels like there's going to be major shifts then. Major shifts. Okay, happy full moon, everybody. I'm gonna try and be back again tomorrow. If those of you that want a reading didn't get one today, I'll be back tomorrow. Hopefully the website will be working better. I gotta figure out how to reach out to them, because they only have like an AI bot. Oh, Pluto and Aquarius. All right, I'm hopping off. I love you all. Thanks for booking a reading if you did. I hope it was helpful. Glad it was helpful. Go find my 2026 YouTube update as well if you haven't already. And yeah. All right, I love you all. I'll see you next time. Bye.